Now, in the continuation to the previous class, so we see one question. In a primary school, the parents were asked about the number of hours they spend per day in helping their children to do homework. So in a primary schools, parents' help is required to do their homework. So how many hours they spend per day in helping the children to do the homework? So this is a survey made on the parents. There were 90 parents who helped for half to 1.5 hours. So this is the first detail you are getting. See, from this what you can find out. There were 90 parents who helped half an hour to 1.5 hours. Okay. The distribution of the parents according to the time for which they spend, said the help is given in the figure. See, they have given a figure, the details are given here. See, 20% helped more than 1.5 hours. So look at the diagram, 20% helped more than 1.5 hours. See, 20%. And then 30% helped half an hour to 1.5 hours. This is 30%. 30%, and it is given. How many are there? Say half an hour to 1.5 hour, it is 90. So this number is given 90. So 90 parents helped half an hour to 1.5 hour, and the percentage is 30%. I think from this you will get some information. What you can calculate from this?
Sir, total number of parents.
You can see 30% helped half an hour to 1.5 hour, and the same is equal to 90 members, 90 parents. So from this you can calculate the total parents that there is surveyed. See, so this will help us to find out the total number of parents surveyed. So this and these two help us to find the total number of parents. And 50% did not help at all. So these are the parents like this, those who are not attending the classes, not taking care. No? So this is the 50%. They did not help at all. So they are themselves study, do the homework. So here 20% half an hour help, 30% half an hour to 1.5 hours, 50% no help from the parents. Now you have to, by seeing this figure, you need to attempt these questions. How many parents were surveyed? So number of parents surveyed. You have to find out the total number of parents surveyed. You have to calculate total number of parents surveyed. This we have to calculate. Okay. So now for this I told you the data, you take this one. 30% is equal to 90. 30% of the parents. So you can use the data like this. 30% of the total. 30% of total is equal to 90. So you write this 30 by 100 into total is equal to 90. So total is equal to 90 cross multiply 100 divided by 30. So this will go to the numerator and 30 will come to the denominator. 31 are 3s are. So 3 into 100, 300 parents. So totally 300 parents were surveyed. Total parents surveyed is 300. So this is the answer to the first question. So now the next one is total 300 parents, keep in mind. How many said that they did not help? How many said that they did not help? Look at the diagram. What is the percentage? 50% did not help.
50%.
So now the number of parents did not help.
50 by 100 into 300.
So it is equal to 50% of total. That is 300. 50% of 300. So what is 50%? 50 by 100
50 by 100
into 300. Now you can cancel the 2 zeros cancel. 50 into 3, 150. 150 parents did not help at all. So this is the answer to the second question. So now come to the third one. How many said that they helped more than 1.5 hours? How many said that they helped more than 1.5 hours? Look at this, more than 1.5 hours. It is 20%.
20%.
So we need to find out the 20%.
Perfect.
We need to find out the 20% of the number of parents helped more than 1.5 hours is equal to, what is the percentage? 20% of 300. 20 by 100 into 300. 2020 cancels. So 3 into 2, 6, 60 parents. 60 parents helped more than 1.5 hours. So now exercise 8.1, we have some questions. Let us solve this. First question, find the ratio of the following. We need to find the ratio of the following questions now. Speed of a cycle 15 km per hour. Speed of a cycle is 15 km per hour. And the speed of the scooter is 30 km per hour. We want to find the ratio between the speed of the cycle to the speed of the scooter. Okay, speed of cycle is to speed of scooter. So that is equal to, what is the speed of cycle? 15 km per hour.
15 kilometers per hour.
And then speed of scooter is 30 km per hour. See, ratio should contain the same units. Here also kilometer per hour, there also kilometer per hour, there is no problem here. If they are of different kind, then you have to convert that into same kind. So now since there is no, see, both are having the same units, you can write this is 15 by 30.
1:2.
So you can cancel this 1s and 2s are. So that is 1 by 2. So it is same as 1:2.
1:2.
1:2. The speed of the scooter is 2 times the speed of the cycle. You can say, you can compare like this. Speed of the scooter is 2 times the speed of the cycle. Look at this question. Now second question, 5 meter to 10 kilometer. So now here this is having meter and this one, second one is having in kilometer now. So you cannot compare with the different units. Either you convert this one to kilometer or this one to meter. So it is easy to convert this one to meter. So you can write this as 5 meter to 10 kilometer. Kilo means 1000 meters. So now 5 meter to 10 into 1000, 10,000 meters.
10,000 meters.
So now I want the ratio. So 5 meter divided by 10,000. So meters. Now you can cancel this one. So 5 ones are 5 to the 10, 2000. So that means 1:2000. 1:2000. See, ratio should not contain any units because they get cancelled here. So they should no need to write. Once they have given the ratio, so that means, so you cannot, it is only a comparison. So you cannot write the units here. It is 1 time, it is 2000 times. So only comparison, so therefore no need to mention the units. But before writing the ratio, you should ensure that both are having the same units, same kind it should be, because we are comparing. When you are comparing, they should be of the same kind. It is in meter, then it should be converted to meter. Question C is like this, 50 paise to rupees 5. Again, both are of different kind. 50 paise you convert to rupee or this one to paise.
So we
Anything.
should convert rupees 5 into paise.
Rupees into paise, okay, then you do that. It is convenient means you can do that one. Paise. 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise, therefore it becomes 500 paise. So now 50 divided by 500. So you can cancel here 0, 0, 5 ones are 10 are.
1:10.
So now 1 by 10. Okay. So then the same as 1:10.
1:10.
1:10. Second main questions. Convert the following ratios to percentage. So you need to convert them to percentages now. Ratio given, I told ratio or fraction. You want to convert that into percentage means multiply that ratio by 100. That's all. 3:4 means you can write it divided by 4.
Sir, 3 plus 4 into
100 percentage. So you can divide this as 75%. 3:4 means 75%. So it is same as 3 by 4 into 100 by 100. So cancel this one, 25 sir. So it gives you 75 by 100. 75 by 100 means 75%. Same thing you can do like this. Just in short, you can multiply 100 so that you will get a number, but you write this is percentage. Okay, because you will get 75 by 100 and you do this one. So this is a correct procedure, 3 by 4 into 100 by 100. So that these two will not change this value. 3 by 4 into 1, so 3 by 4 only. So you are writing 3 by 4 in different form. 75 by 100 is also same as 3 by 4 only. But 75% per divided by 100. So that is the meaning. So now another question, 2:3. 2:3 means 2 by 3 into 100. Just you want directly to find out the answer B. So it is 200 by
So 200 by 3.
3. So keep it in mixed fraction percent. 200 by 3%. So now, 3 will be the denominator. 3 6 are 80. 3 6 are 80. Then 66. 2 by 3%. So this is actually in short, or otherwise you can do like this, 2 by 3 into 100 by 100. Okay. So now you have to divide this one. So 3 3s are 9. Again 3 3s are 9. 0.5. No. 3 3s are 9. Again 1 by 3. Is it correct?
1 by 3, yes sir.
So now this will be 2 into 33. It is say 2 into 33 1 by 3 divided by 100. Okay. Now you can write this. Multiply this one whole part.
26.
This one. Or otherwise 2 into this is 19. What is that? 99. 100 by 3 only. Or otherwise if you multiply this one, both you should multiply. This will become 66. 2 by 3. So you have to multiply to the whole part as well as to the integer. That fraction part also. Percent. It becomes like this. This one you see here, 2 into 33 1 by 3 means 2 into it is same as 33 plus 1 by 3, isn't it? So distributive property apply here. 2 into 33 it is 66 plus 2 into 1 by 3 it is 2 by 3. So it is same as 66 2 by 3.
My students are good in mathematics. Oh,
So here what is given, 75% of the 25 students are good in mathematics. The question, how many are not good in mathematics? So 75% are good in mathematics. 75% are good in mathematics.
72%.
Okay, right. 72% are good in mathematics. So now, how many are not good in mathematics? Means 100 minus 72. That is equal to 28% are not good in mathematics. So you need to find out 28% now. So how many are? We have to find out the number. 28% are not good in mathematics. Total students they are given 25 students. 72% of 25 students are not good in mathematics. So now 25% number of students.
72 by 100 into 20.
Number of students who are not good in mathematics is equal to 28% of what is the answer?
25. 25.
28% of 25. So now 28% means 28 by 100 into 25. So into 25. Now you divide this out, 25 ones are 4s are. 4 in 28 divided by 4 ones are 4 ones are 7s are. Answer is 7 students. So total 7 students are not good in mathematics. The number of students who are not good in mathematics is 7.
Otherwise, 72 by 100 into 25 is equal to, sorry, 18.
Then you find out the first good. 72 by 100 into 25 gives you the number of students who are good in mathematics. Okay. That will give you, I think, 18. Then subtract from the 25. You will get the not. See, we want to find out the students who are not
is equal to 7.
Yes, you can do like that also. First you find out the number of students good in mathematics. Good in maths. So that means 72% of 25. So you can divide this. 25 ones are 4s are. So 4 ones are 4 8s are. So 18 students are good in mathematics. So therefore number of students
Total number of students is equal to 20.
not good in maths is equal to total students 25 minus 18.
25 minus 18.
So it is 7. Either you can do this way also. Or first you can find out the percentage of students not good in maths, then the number. Or directly find out the number of students who are good in maths, then subtract from the total. Both are same. Anyway, you can follow any method. Now let's go to the next question. A football team won 10 matches out of the total number of matches they played. See, they won. The number of matches they won is 10 out of the total matches they played. If their win percentage was 40%, this is in percentage. Remember that win percentage was 40, and they have won 10 matches. From these two, what you can find out? Can anyone tell me? They won 10 matches. Win percentage is 40. They played then how many matches did they play in all? We have to find out the total only. So they have given the percentage of matches they won and also number of matches they won. Okay, so here you can write 40% of total matches is equal to how much? Can you tell me? 40% of total matches they won is equal to 10. 40% they have won and the matches they won is also 10. Both are same only. It is in percentage, that is a number. So now 40% of total, how you will write 40 by 100 total is equal to 10. Now you can simplify this. You can simplify like this. 40 total is equal to
10 into 100 by 40.
10 into 100 by 40. So what we did here, 100 transferred to right side to the numerator, 40 to the denominator. So now you can cancel this 0 and 0. So now 2 2s are, 2 5s are, again 2 1s are, 2 5s are. So total, so 25. Total matches played is equal to 25. So they have played 25 matches in all. If Chameli had rupees 600 left after spending 75% of her money, how much did she have in the beginning? So that is the question. Total money she was having. What is that given now? You tell me what you can. Chameli had 600 left. So what is remaining amount? After spending 25% of her money, she has spent already 75%. Then what is this 600? What percent of that total salary is this 600?
25%.
She has spent, say percentage of amount spent. Percentage of amount spent is equal to 75%. The percentage of amount remaining, percentage of amount remaining is equal to 100 minus 75. So it is equal to 25%, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Now this 25% of this amount is given, it is 600. So therefore 25% of total,
So it's equal to 600 to 600.
yes, 25% of the total is equal to 600, that is given. This is the amount left with her, and the amount, percentage of amount left with her is 25%. It is same, 25% is left with her and 600 rupees left with her. Both are same only. Now this you write 25 by 100 into total.
Total is equal to 600.
So 600. Now you cross multiply.
Total is equal to 600. Total is equal to 100 by 205.
Total is equal to 600.
600 into 100 by
600.
600 into 100 divided by 25. See how this will go to the numerator. 100 will go to the numerator, 25 to the denominator. So now you can cancel 25 ones are 4s are. So 600 into 4. Huh?
2400.
2400. So how much money she was having in the beginning?
So 2400 rupees.
The amount she had in the beginning. In the beginning is equal to rupees 2400. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Carefully now. This question number 6. So let us understand this one. 60% of people in a city like cricket. So they have given 60% people like cricket. So cricket, percentage of people they like the cricket is 60%. 30% of the people like football. 30% like football. And the remaining other games. So remaining say other games, that is not mentioned. Then what percent of the people like the other games? Tell me, how can you find this one?
Sir, 10%.
Huh?
Sir, 10%.
So now you,
Sir, 10%. Sir.
okay, percentage of people.
Sir, minus, sir. Sir, 100 minus 90.
Percentage
Sir,
of
100 minus 60 plus 30.
people like cricket. You write this is equal to 60%. So they have given percentage of people they like cricket is 60%. And the same way percentage of people like football, it is equal to how much? It is 30%. The remaining like other games. So that means percentage of people, remaining people like the other games is equal to how much you have to do? See, 100 minus
Sir, 100 minus
60 plus 30. 60 plus 30. Sum of these two subtracted from the 100. So now 100 minus 90. It is 10%. It is percentage only. Percentage of the people who like other games. So percentage of people like other games. So this is the percentage of people who like other games. Now we calculated the percentage of people who like other games, that is over. Now come to the next part of the question. If the total number of people are 50 lakh, so the number of people is given. Find the exact number who like each type of the game. So total is given. Total people is equal to 50 lakh. Now each games, each matches they like, that number you have to calculate. The number of people, let us calculate first number of people like cricket. That is percentage. Now we have to find out the exact number. It is 30%. What is that? 60%. 60% of 50 lakh. Simplify this one.
Sir, 3 lakh.
So now 0 0 cancel, this 0 0 cancel. 6 5 is, what is that answer? 6 5 is 30. 30 lakh. Not 3 lakh.
30 lakh.
30 lakh. Now similarly, number of people like football is equal to how much percent? 30%. 30 by 100 into 50 lakh. So 0 0 cancels, 0 0 cancels. 5 3 is 15 lakhs.
15 lakhs.
So they like 30 lakh and 50 lakh. Remaining must be other games. Number of people like other games. You can do it in 2 ways. Use the 10% of the total.
50 lakh.
Otherwise subtract 50 minus. You can do like this. 15 minus 30 plus 15. So it is 15 minus 45. So it is 5 lakh. So 5 lakh people like the other games. You can do it by same way what we have done here. 10% only you have to calculate. Otherwise subtract from the total also you can do that because that is the remaining people.